Welcome to Hot 96, my brother.
Thank you so much, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How's everything?
Everything is good.
Still fancy?
Still staying fancy. Always.
Tell me.
Yeah, man.
For those of us who will never ever get to be in a room where they're giving out Grammys.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was great, to be honest. As I told you off air, I was in LA this year. I actually went for the Grammys, for the awards itself.
Right.
And we became recording members last year of the members of the Recording Academy.
Which means what?
Which means we are eligible to vote for the Grammys. Yeah. We can make decisions within the Grammys and stuff. We're just like part of the whole community of special people that are handpicked to be in the academy, Recording Academy.
Okay.
Yes.
And how was it? How was the ambience?
It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. And being a Grammy winner, I think also, of course, in Africa it's big, but also in America is huge because not everybody has a Grammy. Exactly. So when they notice or they hear you have a Grammy, your respect goes from 0 to 100 real quick, man. Yeah, so it's a good thing. We're
so when you're introduced as Grammy award winning, that's respect right there.
Oh man, like crazy. Like everything just changes, you know. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
And after the Grammys, you got to tour LA and stuff.
So I was there for like a month. Nice. Just there networking with people, working with different songwriters and artists. Yeah. Just doing a lot of networking. It was really good, man.
What do they think of our music?
They love Afrobeats is at the top right now, or African music in general is really good. So their eyes are fixated on us. So when they hear that you're a Grammy Award winning producer, singer, songwriter from Africa, you know, they really want to work with you. There's a lot of interest and respect as well.
Kabisa.
Yeah, man.
Kabisa. Well done.
Thank you, my brother.
You have a new album out?
I have a new album out. It's called Love Language. So Love Language is a album that's a collaborative album with female artists only across the continent.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been in the works for like 2 years. And the reason for it is I mean, there are many reasons, but when I started recording now, it got to a point where I realized I was recording a lot of female artists.
Right. And
also there was a need to kind of prime female artists in the continent because male artists have just taken over like crazy, and it's a very male-dominated industry.
Right.
And it's very hard for female artists to just have their head above water. They go through so much more than we do in the industry.
What was it like?
In many industries, I guess. Yeah.
What was it like recording with them?
I was amazing, man. It was amazing. It was flawless. Some of them I was with them physically because it's from different countries. So there's South Africans, there's Zimbabweans, there's Nigerians, there's a Somali lady there. So it's most of. I think half of them I recorded them like physically in the same space,
right? And
the other half we just spoke on the internet and sent them tracks and stuff, and they recorded and sent back.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Dunny. Who's Dunny?
Dooney. Yeah, I also started saying Dunny. The first time I said Dunny. Dooney is a very talented Nigerian young lady. She's a producer also. She plays instruments and she's an amazing songwriter and singer. So she's she actually this song. Every other song in the album I produced,
right?
And this is one that she produced herself, and sent it to me because it just so happened that she had a song named Love Language, like my album.
Wow.
So when I approached her and told her, listen, I want you to be in my album, it's called Love Language, she was like, hold up, hold my beer. I have a song that has the exact name and is perfect for it. So she sent it to me.
What are the chances, man?
I know, man. I know. And it's one of my favorite songs. So,
wow. Is it a challenge? Is it difficult playing live? No backup, right?
Oh yeah, no backup. It's all like, I mean, nowadays you mix it up. We call it half live.
Okay.
So it's just to accentuate whatever it is you're doing on stage. Right. It's still live. It's just the elements, let's say elements of the song that are done electronically that cannot necessarily be translated live.
I see.
So you just take those elements and mix them into the live as well. So it's called half live. But yeah, it's all live music, man.
And tell me something. Is there a favorite city where you guys keep going back and the crowd keeps growing and stuff?
Outside Africa or?
Let's say the world, out of Africa.
Out of Africa, yes. Out of Africa, I'd say the country I feel we're loved the most is Holland, Netherlands.
Yeah.
Also because we spent a lot of time touring there because our first manager was Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were there like maybe 3 years in a row, so we built a lot of fan base and stuff. And last year we got to play in a like monumental venue that we had dreamt of playing in. It's called the Paradiso, where all the big artists played there. Lenny Kravitz,
Wow.
like all the big artists.
So what was that like?
It was the most spiritual thing ever, man. It was absolutely amazing. It got sold out, I think, after a week after announcing the tickets.
What?
Yeah, so it was like a dream, to be honest, a dream come true. And the other country, funny enough, that we always filling up, because when you go to countries in Europe, you only go to the capital cities, right?
Right.
Like just do one city.
Right.
But in Germany, we always do four.
Four
Like
cities.
4 cities, and they all get sold out. So like Frankfurt, Berlin, Hamburg, and what's the other one? I'm forgetting one more. But we always fill them up. So those 2 countries, weird enough, always. Sweden as well.
Yeah.
Sweden also fills up quite a lot.
Okay.
The UK definitely.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've really created our fan base there. So even as we're doing our solo tours, it really helps,
Right.
And you get to still tap into that fan base, and they know it's you from the band,
Correct.
and they will come through.
And they'll come through.
Yeah, man.
And the US?
The US as well, of course. Yeah, US, the diaspora comes in massively. The whole African community comes in massively, and also just Americans themselves are now getting into really loving African music.
Yeah.
So we always fill the venues up. Because last year all the venues were sold out.
All of them?
All of them.
Wow.
In Canada, in America, and in Europe.
Hey.
Yeah.
And Africa, which is the favorite city?
Africa is I don't know. East Africa people go mad. Funny enough, Burundi.
What?
Where my wife is from.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe because it's a small country.
Yeah.
But I think we've played there like twice, and this is actually, we haven't been there in the past 6 years, but the last show we had 15,000 people.
Come on.
In Burundi.
In Bujumbura?
In Bujumbura. Yeah. And Kigali also, they go mad. They just love us. Kampala love us. Dar es Salaam, we had a show last year, and up until today, they talk about that show like it was the best thing that has ever happened in Dar es Salaam.
Come on. With all their artists over there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That says a lot.
Yes, exactly.
Says a lot. Yeah, man. So we're blessed, and that extends also into our solo careers as well. So it's really fed into that, and we're just happy, man.
You guys have done fantastically well. Like Larry says, man, you guys have really represented.
Yes. And we are not stopping.
Do not.
We are not stopping.
I hope that hiatus won't be too long.
Yes.
I
hope so too. We're just going with the flow and see where it takes us.
Okay, let's see if this one will work. It's called All Over Me.
Okay.
Is it Xenia?
Xenia Manasseh. Also met her when she was 16, funny enough.
Wow.
Yeah. Also
These
met her when she was
kids are
16.
talented, eh?
Yeah, man. But now she's 26 probably. Yeah, I'm guessing, but she's around that age.
Yeah.
And Xenia is based in LA. And she's been in many of our albums actually. She's done backup for Midnight Train, the album, all our solo albums as well, and sang with us on stage. So she's a dear friend to all of us.
Got a message here from Larry Asego.
Oh, us.
Larry.
Oh, my goodness.
He says, Manze, those boys have done amazing work over the years. We might not fully appreciate the magnitude, but they changed how Kenyan music is seen in Africa. Kudos to Fancy Fingers. And then he goes on to say, keep fingering, bruh.
I shall definitely keep fingering. But let me tell you about Larry. A story about Larry. Larry is like, even the reason what he's saying. One of the biggest reasons that we are here is because of him. Because Larry, in like 16 years ago, Larry paid for our first ever recording. We didn't have any money whatsoever. We were just singing at Alliance. He was a teacher at Alliance.
Right.
Teaching French.
French, correct.
Yeah, and we used to just spend the whole day at Alliance just jamming, playing together at the garden, Alliance Garden. And Larry just one day was like, guys, why are you not recording this stuff? We're like, we don't have money, we have not gone to studio and stuff. And he literally handed me 30,000 shillings in cash.
What?
Said, here, go and record your first single. And we are forever grateful to him. Even when he was on radio, he was one of the first people to play our music and stuff. Like we are really indebted to him, man.
What was that track?
Lazizi. Yeah, imagine,
What?
our first ever song.
What?
Yep.
That's a great story.
Yeah, so Larry, man, much love to you. Thanks to you.
Big shout out, Larry.
Man.
Big shout out.
Yep.
Well done. Merci beaucoup, Larry.
Merci beaucoup.
You have a show coming up.
I have a show coming up.
Go
yes. I have a show coming up. It's called the Fancy Experience. It's on the 27th of April at the Waterfront, Karen.
Is that a Friday or Saturday?
It's a Saturday. Yeah. There'll be no rain. We've already checked. The rains will be over.
Nice.
And it's more than just a gig. It's more than just a concert. So it's a whole experience. It's very experiential where you walk in and I introduce you into my world and everything that I've done over the years. There'll be a Soul Kids place. I am, for the first time actually, I'll say this. So I've been wanting to for the past maybe 10 years, I had a dream of having a brand of guitars that is Pan-African and is by Africans, made in Kenya, because all the wood comes from Africa and stuff like that.
Right.
And finally it's coming to life. So I'm making a brand of guitars that is made here in Kenya, that is accessible to Africans and is to the world.
Wow.
So I'm going to be launching that on the day, on the 27th.
Wow. Do you have a name for it?
I want to keep that until that day, until the time, until the day. Amen.
Fancy guitar.
Yeah, fancy guitar. So please, get your tickets at fancyfingers.hustlesasa.shop. There's regular tickets on sale. There's VIP tickets on sale, and it's going to be amazing. There'll be amazing opening acts. I'm trying to get all the ladies on the album to show up at the concert, fly in even the ones who are not here.
Right. Booney and the rest of them.
And the rest of them.
Good.
So it's going to be a massive one.
Time?
Time is from 3 p.m. all the way till 11.
Because of the kids and stuff, right?
Yeah, kids are welcome, but it's all the way till almost midnight. So it's a whole extravaganza.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
And when you say fancy, do people come in fancy dress or?
Fancy experience. Just come dressed nicely, of course, depending on the weather on that day. But I love to say Afro chic because that's my vibe. I'm as Pan-African as they come. Yeah, it's fun. Afro chic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Who's Njerai?
Njerai is a very talented young. Is she young? Yeah, she's still young. I'm saying that because I was the first one to record her when she was 16 years old.
Whoa!
Imagine.
Wow.
This is like 10 years ago.
Kenyan?
She's Kenyan, yes. So I had my eyes again on the ground, as I told you, and trying to see what's the next talent. And she was amazing even when she was that young. And still, of course, very shy, first time in studio. But she's just grown into this amazing songwriter. She's one of the best songwriters I know. Very spontaneous, plays guitar, has a lovely voice. And she's beautiful, and she just has it all. So I'm just glad to have worked on this track with her.
Title track.
Yeah.
It's You.
It's You. But also in the middle of it all, actually last year, it was a rookie mistake that I did. So I lost my hard drive, and I hadn't backed it up.
Ooh.
And I kept telling myself, because we're on tour, we're on the road for such a long time.
Right.
Kept telling myself, I need to back up. I just not finding the time, or I forget. Then on the last day of the tour, as we are coming back to Nairobi, I'm working at the lounge at the airport with my hard drive and my laptop. And then, you know how time just goes, you just realize, oh snap, I need to run to the flight. So I close my laptop and everything. And I come back home, and then I needed to send something. I open my laptop and my hard drive is not in the porch in there. I'm like, I was depressed.
You left it in the lounge?
I left it in the lounge. I called the lounge, I called the airline, I called everywhere. They're like, we can't see it.
Huh?
So I was really depressed for like 3 weeks because I had like 4 projects in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, so some I kind of had saved them somewhere, I'd backed up, but I hadn't like updated my backup. You know how it is.
Yes.
So yeah, I lost a lot of stuff. So I had to redo things again. That was painful. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah, just picked myself up and
you kept going.
Kept going, man. Yeah.
That's a lesson right there, huh?
Huge lesson.
Like you said,
Huge lesson.
Rookie mistake, you'll never do it again.
Never, ever. I did it in my younger years. So.
Told yourselves how long?
We haven't put a time to it, to be honest. I think when it feels right, we'll know and we'll come back.
With a bang.
With a serious bang. I can't even imagine how it's going to be. Serious bang.
Mechi with Femi One.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mechi is the Friske song in the album.
Yeah.
Did it with Femi One. It's a banger. People love it a lot. Actually, it's one of the most loved songs in the album. And Femi One's verse is madness. Like her writing is just epic.
She's amazing, yeah.
She's amazing.
Talent.